Today's date is Thursday, May 21st, 2020. Today we're going to talk about writing money amounts two different ways. Now, all year long, you have been writing money amounts using a cent symbol, right? Okay, so you've added up coins, you've added up money amounts, and let's say you end up with 73 cents, and you would write it like this with your cent symbol. That's because for most of the year, we've been adding together numbers that equal less than 100 cents. And so oftentimes, if something is less than 100 cents, someone may use a cent symbol to represent that. But oftentimes, money amounts are larger than $1. In fact, almost all the time they are. Have you ever been walking through the store with mom or dad and you've noticed the prices on the shelves as you're looking at different products? Most of those prices are not written this way, are they? They're written a different way, and I'm sure you've noticed that. So let's say you have something over $1. Let's say you have a product that is 150 cents. Do you think that's the way it would be written in the store or on a menu in a restaurant? No, it isn't, okay? Now, this is the same thing as saying, 150 pennies or, 4 quarters and 5 dimes. There's so many different combinations of coins that could equal 150 cents. That's a lot of coins. And so we have a system that basically chunks 100 pennies into what? What do we call that thing? We call it $1, right? 100 pennies or 100 cents, whatever the combination of coins, is the same as $1 bill. And so when we're in the store, if something cost 150 cents, we would say it like this: $1.50. It's much easier to pay with $1 than it is to pay with lots of coins. Well, how do we write that? 150 cents. How would we write that using a dollar sign? Okay, it looks like this, and I know you've seen this many times before. Okay, so first of all, let's look at our places here. What place is this? We have ones, tens, hundreds, right? Well, that 100 place tells us that we're going to have dollars. Why? Because 100 pennies equals $1. So, how many dollars do we have? We have $1. So here's how we would write it. First, we would start with a dollar sign. And this is a dollar sign. It is simply the letter S with a straight line through it. That's the symbol we use to show dollars. Okay? How many dollars do we have? We have 1. Now we're going to put this little sign called a decimal. You might be thinking, that looks like a period to me. That's basically what it is. It's just a dot, but in math, it is called a decimal. And a decimal divides the dollars from the cents. The dollars are on the left, the cents are on the right. So we have how many dollars? $1. All right, and now how many cents? 5 tens and 0 ones equals how many cents? 50 cents. We have $1.50. Wouldn't it be easier to hand the cashier $1 bill and 50 cents than to hand them 150 cents in coins? Yes, it is much easier. Okay, now one thing I want to note here, we never use a dollar symbol and a cent symbol in the same money amount, so it could not look like this. $1.50. Nope, the dollar is all we need because that shows us, okay, $1, and the decimal divides it from the cents. So when we see that, we just know what that says. $1.50. We do not use a cent symbol here, okay? Good job. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's say you are buying something for 325 cents. Now, it's the same thing, right? We're not going to see it written this way. That is a lot of coins. So how would we write that using dollars? Okay, we would write the dollar sign first. How many dollars, how many hundreds do we have? Yep, we have 3 hundreds, and so how many dollars is that? 3. We're going to use our decimal to separate dollars from coins, okay? So we have $3, and then how many cents? 25 cents. And that is how we write it. Now, let's quickly look at a couple of different examples here. You can write a money amount less than $1 using a dollar sign. Did you know that? Okay, so let's say you have 57 cents. Okay, I can write it like that, but I can also write it with a dollar sign. You may be thinking, wait a minute, you don't have $1. How can you do that? Well, it would look like this. I'll put my dollar symbol. How many dollars do I have? How many hundreds? 0, right? So guess what I'm going to write in the dollars place? 0. $0. I'm going to put my decimal to separate dollars from cents. And then how many cents do I have? 5 dimes, 7 pennies. How many cents? 57. And remember, I'll only use the dollar symbol. Okay, so here I have the cent symbol. Here I have only the dollar symbol. But both of these guys say 57 cents. Pretty cool, huh? All right. One more thing I want to show you is sometimes you might have a number missing. Let's say you have 108 cents. Well, how many hundreds do I have? 100, so that's enough for $1, right? How many tens or dimes do I have? 0. And how many pennies? I have 8 pennies, right? That's 108 cents. Can I write this amount using a dollar sign? Yes, I can. Okay, so we would write our dollar sign. How many dollars? $1. I'm going to put my decimal. Now, can I just do this? Oh, okay, so I have $1 and 8 pennies. No, I can't do that, because if we see a number like that, we're going to think, wait a minute, well, does that mean the 8 is in the tens place or the 8 in the ones place? I don't understand how much money this is. So we have to have the 0 somewhere. Okay, so if we don't have tens, we have to show those tens, don't we? So what would I do? All right, I have $1 and how many tens? 0 tens. How many ones or pennies? 8. Does that look right to you? Yes, this says $1 and 8 cents. Good job. Okay, so today in your binder, you have some worksheets that are the same thing that we have done here. So on the first side of your worksheet, it's going to, just kind of, if you want to read through that with your parent, or if you just want to read it on your own, it basically just reinforces what we just learned. And then on the back, you're going to do some of this. So maybe you will add up some coins and it will equal 27 cents. And then you're going to show it using dollars. So can we show 27 cents using the dollar symbol, even though it's less than $1? Yes, we can, right? So we would do $1. How many dollars? 0. How many cents? 27. Okay? Or let's say you add up an amount that is over $1. Let's say you end up with, let's say you have 253, okay? 253 cents. Well, we wouldn't typically write it like that, would we? So how would we write that using dollars? $2 and 53 cents. Okay, so have fun adding up some coins and writing your money amounts 2 different ways.